Microphone check 1 2 1 2. What's good, people? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, the one and only Vinnessa Coles, and I'm here with the lovely
Vinnessa.
Yes, we are here. We want to welcome you to our new program entitled, at this point, To Be Determined. The name of the show is called At This Point. To Be Determined.
In this time.
In this season.
Our season.
Yes. So, how you feeling?
I feel good.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
You know, no complaints.
No complaints.
Well, I mean, I could. But who would listen?
We got 1,000 people listening right
that's
now.
True. That's true.
1,000 people.
Well, first of all, no, I'm joking. No, I feel good. How you doing?
I feel good too. I feel good. I feel great. Feel good today. So day after Thanksgiving, and so as we're hopping on, we just want to invite you guys into we have some interesting conversations, interesting debates, interesting delightments. I don't know, right? And so we want to invite you guys into some of our conversations and things that we talk about randomly. Some thoughts, some conversations are very calculated. This might be one of those random conversations, and so
never know what you're gonna get.
You never know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? And so our topic today. What's our topic today, Vinnessa?
I think we were discussing, has Thanksgiving changed?
I was peeking right there. Maybe I gotta move back from the mic. Has Thanksgiving changed? What do you think about that question? Has Thanksgiving changed? Like, what do you think? Offer it, just freestyle. I don't know what you think.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has.
What do you think?
I think we both agree. I wish I had a ding ding sound, like do I have a sound that could be like an agreement sound? Nah, that ain't it. But
yeah.
I do agree with you. Thanksgiving has changed. But let's talk about it. Like let's think about it. Like, from a child until now, right? Obviously Thanksgiving has been around, as long as I've been alive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the question is, like, from a child until now, you know what I'm saying? Like, how has Thanksgiving changed? Like, what do you think?
Well, I think in the aspect of knowing that you're going to have a whole lot of food to eat and you're going to socialize with family and friends. I think in that regards, it hasn't changed, right?
Right.
As a child, I just remember, my mom doing all the cooking,
Shout out to moms.
Yes. And, or we would, venture out to our cousins, my aunts and uncles. We'll all just kind of hang out at somebody's house.
Yeah.
And it would be something like a potluck or whatever, people bringing food,
Right.
So, yeah, that was pretty much it as a child, and I do recall, like, the fact that our Sunday dinners were like Thanksgiving, to be honest. Many Sundays we just had dinner together. It wasn't something, strange to do that. And so Thanksgiving, it was just the same thing,
But what about that spread though? You know what I'm saying? Like the Thanksgiving spread is very elaborate.
You
so
right.
Y'all had
it was more.
Okay.
Yeah, it was more. And I think for me, I always say that I have the pleasure of having the best of two worlds
Okay.
in the sense of cuisines because my mom is Jamaican.
Booyaka.
So what?
No,
So
I'm
I know.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, go ahead. You know. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
Big up, right? So
Yes.
anyway, so she would, have the Jamaican cuisines and also the American cuisine. So,
Mm.
it was a good time. It was a really good time. Um my brothers and I always look forward to, being with our cousins. It was just a lot of fun. And I would just say that, me personally, I was never very active in the kitchen.
Okay. Okay.
I would actively watch,
Okay.
as my mom was making dishes or, cooking, or my grandmother. But yeah, I never really kind of took part in the cooking area.
Mm.
So, and I was okay.
Okay. Listen. Listen. Me neither. Guess what? Me neither.
But I will say, a child until now, it has changed
Mm.
in that I am now active in the kitchen,
Mm.
actively, cooking the dishes. So,
Yes.
what about you, though? What happened? Yeah, as a child to now, has it
Has it
changed?
changed child from a child to now? I mean, I think just like you outlined, some of those same things are things that we had going on. You know what I mean? Like Thanksgiving was about the family.
Mm-hmm.
Our family situation was very unique in that both my grandparents lived literally across the street from each other. So we was doing we getting 2 for 1 every
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It wasn't about driving to the other side of town and doing whatever. And then most of my cousins lived on the same block, so you know what I mean. My grandmother's house was huge, so so it was just like it was 2 for 1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was always epic. It was always a big deal. You know what I mean? Just because it was both my dad's family and then my mom's family, and anybody who know us and know my mom's family, you already know it's turned up over there. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
literally, it was like my dad's mother's house was like church because everything was calm and collected, and then my grandmother's house across the street was like the after party. You know what I mean? And we turning up. It's cousins. It's my aunts. It's getting in trouble. It's like it's very elaborate. You know what I'm saying? So, so like
You getting in trouble?
um probably
Yeah.
probably the most You know what I mean? Like I'm the oldest, so I would get blamed for stuff or just
That's so
randomly.
hard to believe.
Yeah. Who you telling? You know what I mean? The things I had to go through, but and I'm gonna tell it all too. You know
It's
what I
made
mean?
you
I'm not
stronger.
afraid to name names. On
It's
talk
made
shit.
you stronger.
But yeah, just I think that I feel like as a child, Thanksgiving was like more epic. You know what I mean? Like it was a bigger deal. You know what I mean? As a child, because of those different elements. You know what I mean? In terms of like getting really dressed up. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother and sister, we might have the same type of sweaters on or just the outfit. Like we're coming in looking like a singing group. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no like we're coming in like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it has changed. Again, I would say as a child, it was more epic, like almost like a go-to thing. Whereas, as you described, as an adult, it's more of a like kind of hosting thing. You know what I'm saying? Or like, how is this going? It's more planning involved. You know what I
Right. I
mean?
was thinking of the preparation
Yeah.
because the preparation going into Thanksgiving as a child is wash your hands.
Right. Right. Fix your shirt.
Right.
All right. I didn't buy that shirt for it to be looking like that. All right. Fix your shirt.
Right.
So So yeah, all right. So listen, we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna talk more about the subject about how Thanksgiving has changed, some of the feelings associated with it. But we're gonna get into a quick track right now. This track is called "Change," right? All things change, right? So you gotta be ready for change. All right. It's by Khadija. Let's check it out.
I've been afraid to let my hair down and show my face. Letting my wings grow, what does it mean though if they're stuck in a cage? Stuck in my ways, letting expectations determine my grade. I've been this way for way too long now. I'm ready to change. I'm ready for change, change, for change. I'm ready for change, change. Worry about what gets in my way, change. I'm scared of change. Hold on to these memories my heart tends to frame. Going through the motions, how I'm supposed to grow if I'm stuck at space. Used to my ways, letting my emotions cripple my faith. Oh, I've been this way for way too long now. I'm ready to change. I'm ready for change, change. Whoa, change. Oh, I'm ready for change, change. Worry about what gets in my way, change. I'm ready for change, change. Oh, for change. I'm ready for change, change. Worry about what gets in my way, change. Yeah, yeah. You know that I'm ready, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for change. Yeah, it's coming my way. Yeah, I'm ready for change. Yeah, it's coming my way. Don't know when, but I'm ready. Don't know when, but I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for change. Yeah, it's coming my way. Don't know when, but I'm ready. Don't know when, but I'm willing.
1 2 1 2. We are back. We are back. We are back. That track was called Change. I'm ready for change. I'm ready for some spare change. Nah, but I'm ready for change. All right, yo. So let me ask you this, right? We kind of touched on that topic, but let me ask you this. In terms of like the feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, does Thanksgiving feel the same, or have your feelings changed as it relates to Thanksgiving? Like, obviously, we talked about, you know, as a child, how it felt, you know, the responsibility. Obviously, as an adult, there's more responsibility associated with Thanksgiving than we had as children. But in terms of the feeling, you know what I mean? Like, has the feeling changed? Like, talk to me about that from your perspective, about the feeling.
I think the feeling has changed for me because I guess I look at it as the experiences that I've gone through. Thanksgiving has more meaning. You know, I'm just grateful I'm just thankful for where God has brought me from. And in terms of the song that was just playing Change, he's changed me. I've seen changes in my family. I've seen changes, and good changes, so I think just in retrospect, the meaning, for me, in regards to Thanksgiving has been just sorry, getting lost in my thoughts. Just sorry, just
it's okay. It's okay.
But it's just, I don't know, just
you're getting lost in the feeling. That's okay.
Right. Just I don't know, just there's more insight. Just it's humbling, I would say. It's just humbling, just to be able to, to sit around a table with your family, it's not something that you take for granted anymore. It's like there's a lot of people who aren't here, for whatever reason, loss, whatever it is, and so yeah, it's just, yeah. I don't know what else to say, but like, what do you think? Do you think that it has the same feeling for you?
That's a good question. Does it have the same feeling? I think in a sense it does, because obviously, even as a child, your focus was on food, but we had to say what we were thankful for. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you thankful for? You know what I mean? And so you had to do the work as a child to find out what you're thankful for. You know what I mean? Obviously, as an adult, knowing your story and your process, I think that thankfulness, like you said, is probably more elaborate. It's more detailed. So I think on one level it's the same, but it's definitely different. You know what I mean? Like, on one level, being thankful is being thankful, right? But then obviously as an adult, like you said, like with the experiences that you have, and then also, I guess just having the opportunity maybe to model what you saw growing up. You know what I mean? Like, it's not guaranteed that you could host a Thanksgiving or go to a Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? Or, be in a position to prepare food, you know what I mean? Or be in a position to tell your family, hey, come to my house, you know what I mean? So, obviously, like we said, the responsibility and the position at another level of thankfulness, you know what I mean? So, I think, the feeling in terms of being thankful, like, it is the same, but it's more elaborate, it's more adult, it's more mature. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And I think that's a great word. It's more mature, because as a child, you're kind of made to say what you're thankful for. So you're, there's some children that are very insightful and very sensitive, and know exactly. But then there's some of us, me, that, as a child, you're just kind of running it off. Like, oh yeah, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful,
Right.
And it's you are, but I think the mature you now is really saying, yo, I'm really thankful, like, for, what God has provided, and the spiritual aspect of it, because I think that's what's different, I guess, for me. Different, and like you said, same but different, Like, I grew up, going to church and knowing about God, but it wasn't until my adult years when I started having a personal relationship with him. So in that regard, it feels, it's different. It's more meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I agree with that. I agree with that. So we're gonna I want us to hop into, obviously, sharing some scripture. about giving thanks. You know what I mean, and just kind of elaborate on that. But before I do that, quick question, right? Do you think that, because obviously I watch our daughter, Princess Eliana, and I watch her cousins, you know what I'm saying, all her cousins when they all get together, you know what I mean? So this is just a side question, right? Could the kids today survive our Thanksgiving that we had? Like, would they know what to do? You know what I'm saying? Like there's no Wi-Fi, there's no tablets, like. Just off rip, like, what do you think? Would they be able to survive what we had to go through for Thanksgiving? I
think some could. Okay. The ones that are creative, our creatives, I think they would be able to survive. And hopefully they would be able to bring in the ones that are, aren't as creative or, don't really have an imagination, right, so to speak, because we didn't have the devices that they have today. Right. You had to make up everything.
That's right. Like, we was really in our PS imagination. Like,
we did have Atari.
Yeah, we no, there wasn't a Atari. Okay. Yeah, there wasn't an Atari.
ColecoVision.
My aunt, she had an Atari. She wouldn't let us play.
Oh, sorry.
But then when we got Nintendo, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Nintendo.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. There were.
But at Grandma's house, we didn't have the game. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, you know what I mean? Like, Grandma's house, we had to we had maybe some toys, or you brought some toys, or somebody be like, "Hey, look at this! They got a dinosaur in their pocket." You know
right.
Like, oh, you got T-Rex? Like, oh, what we bringing? Like, oh, I got He-Man in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't bring your good toys though.
Right. Oh yeah, you listen. Okay, we never.
But no, I think they could. Yeah. It's funny because when our daughter was with her two cousins the other day, one of her grandmothers was like, "No, y'all not playing y'all devices." Right. You gonna play, and
she survived.
And she survived it.
Right. Okay.
So
maybe we gotta enforce some old school Thanksgiving values. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, no Wi-Fi. Turn the Wi-Fi off. Like, all right, yo, I'm gonna challenge everybody. Next Thanksgiving, if you hosting at your house, turn the Wi-Fi off.
Listen.
Because not only is that gonna affect the kids, that's gonna affect the adults.
I was just gonna say that might be a little complicated, right? Because we know how we are with our devices.
Right, us too. Yo, but no, I've actually seen people do that though. Like, when they go out to dinner, it's like, yo, everybody puts their phone in the middle of the table
and turn it over.
Right. Yep. And like we're gonna connect. All right. But all right, cool. So listen, we're gonna play another track, and then we're gonna get into some scripture. You're listening to Be Determined right here on Speak Life Radio. Let's get it.
Hey, what's the mag that you aim for? What my brothers in the hood getting killed for? Would I ever take a stand over kill short? Am I hurting out of love or my disgust? Internally I discuss, voice down to redress. Gotta make love be the interest. But is it really love if it's comfortable? Is it all for the gains? Is it honorable? Look, I ain't never met a man that loves like this. You know the type that love the made and die for me. The type to make you do something, undertake something, put yourself on the line when it's all for free. Now I know love. Look all the things you done taught me. Look all the fights you done saved me from. I'm so undeserving, but you left the 99 so you can find me. So now I know love.
me how I going on a hot pursuit. What we have between me and you is love, yeah. But this lies are pretty blue. Some of the birds have been say to describe what this is. Though they got this, but the truth is, my heart full of love, some just selfish. Then I know God is love, no one blemish. To love is to love when you don't get love back. Fight be strong, always have your back. To never leave but still come right back. To give it last when you know you won't be done back. So gentle and kind, now I get it. You fight my fight, now I get it. Tells me to live life, now I get it. Now I get it, now I get it. Now I know, now I know, now I know, now I know love. 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 Now I know, now I know, now I know, now I know love. 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 Love is kind, love don't envy you and I. Love is patient, wait on mine. God is love.
Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. We back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. You're listening to To Be Determined. It's your host, Lawrence Coles. To my right, we have...
I need to really think about my host name.
Okay.
But yeah, it's your girl, Vinnessa.
You said, I already named you Vinnessa Siri, but you might not. I mean, you could...
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, you could find a name, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, you got a lot of names. You got a lot of names. You know what I'm saying? It could be Beauty. Could be.
That's so interesting. Like, I wonder how many
Delightful.
nicknames we had, like, as a kid growing up.
Oh man, yeah. I mean,
I had a lot of nicknames.
I had some traumatizing nicknames. I can't even go into it because I'm sorry, but I'm gonna air out my aunts and uncles one day. Like, I can't wait till this audience grows and we get like 1 million people listening. I'm airing them out. My aunt, my uncles, everything they put me through, I'm gonna air them out.
It made you stronger.
Yes, it did. But then you know,
good.
Like people might need to be held accountable too. People need to be held accountable. You know what I mean? Yo, did you have to throw me that far? What's up, man? 30 years later, what's up? Was that necessary? All right? Man, we was doing some stuff, man, with adult, what is it? Parental people, you know, adults was watching us. We jumping off of roofs.
My God.
And my uncle like, go, let's go. No parachutes. But I mean, all right, that's a talk for another day. But
you had
go ahead. What?
Something to catch y'all, right?
A mattress, an old mattress.
Okay. I mean, the mattress it could have not had springs in it.
It did. What are you talking about? That's why they was throwing it out. So, what are you talking about? It did. What's wrong with you? It did not have nothing, did it? All right. Let's talk about this. All right, yo. I mean, I think we kind of talked about it, but you know, our closing out question in terms of like, yo, does Thanksgiving have any spiritual connection to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, does it move you spiritually any way? So let's answer that real quick, and then we'll go into some of our scriptures. But like, spiritually, are you moved by Thanksgiving? Really?
In all transparency.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that there's something that I kind of realized, and again, just thinking back, and just was always wondering, in my adult years, like, I always felt a little depressed.
Okay.
Around Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And
why?
Around Christmas. It's just a feeling, you know? And I would say that it's probably something that was transferred,
Okay.
or something that because of something I heard a family member say, and it was just like, But I also know that Thanksgiving and Christmas, tends to fall in the season of the time changes, right?
Okay.
So it's dark, I mean
Daylight savings.
daylight, right? So, and I think that also affects me
Okay.
because I love the summertime. I love the sun. I like, it just gives me energy. But, when we fall into this period of, it gets dark early, it tends to affect my mood. So, like I said, in all transparency, Thanksgiving and, I can even say Christmas, it's like a kind of mood changer for me. So, to answer your question, spiritually, I have to kind of think of the verses like that helps me, kind of get out of that mood or whatever it is. So I was speaking with a friend earlier and I said, I have to be adamant about, certain thoughts that come into my mind that, it's like, well, who told you that, because I will hear something and then try to analyze it, and then I'm going to a place, and so I have to be adamant about, no, this is not true, and just kind of go to the word. So like I said, I think spiritually, it's just one of those things that that I have to do.
Okay. Yo, I mean, thank you for sharing. I didn't know that. I feel bad for not knowing that.
No, but no.
Did I ask you? Wait, did you never tell me this? Nah, but
then too, the whole cooking aspect tends to help.
Oh, it does help.
Yes.
Okay.
It tends to help me. Like, I'm like, okay, it's something that I'm trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
And, when I see the final product, it's like, wow, God, you helped me through this. I did, I did that.
Nah, and I think that's thank you for sharing that. Where's my crowd at? Thank you for sharing that. I think that's a very authentic, real perspective, and the reality is that a lot of people might have different triggers or things that might happen around the holidays that might, try to take them into a different place mentally. And so I think what you're outlining in terms of, okay, based on the time of season, whatever, it could make you feel one way, but then you have to do the work to kind of combat that. You know what I mean? And so I think that's a key insight for anybody who during the holidays, you know what I mean? Like, if you feel whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like, the holidays mean different things to different people. You know what I mean? It's not always the most joyful time. It's not always the most happiest time, depending on what is happening in your life. You know what I mean? So you can't depend on the season or the date to inspire happiness or to inspire joy. Like, sometimes you have to do like the work to push yourself to get to a place where you can enjoy it, or push yourself to a place where it can be something different than what it normally is. You know what I mean? And again, like, that takes work. You know what I mean? I would say for me, like, in terms of Thanksgiving, do I have a real spiritual connection? Like, I don't think so. You know what I mean? Again, I feel like there is that element of giving thanks. So it's always like, all right, I want to give thanks, but then it's like, I feel a little guilty because is this the only time I'm giving thanks? Like, I should be giving thanks anyway. Like, it shouldn't be one day that I'm on my thankful bus. Giving thanks should be part of our regimen. You know what I mean? And so again, not speaking against Thanksgiving, because I think it's dope when all the family can get together and share, why they're thankful. But then there's also this element of like, Thanksgiving can't just be one day out of the year. Like, how do we create those moments for family? How do we create those moments of sharing? How do we create those moments of expressing that thanks to each other, so that it's not just locked into one day? Because Thanksgiving is not promised every year. So, if anything, how do we make that, continual? Or how do we make those values in Thanksgiving be a part of our, like,
every
weekly
day.
life? You know what I'm saying? If not daily, weekly as a family. You know what I mean? Like how do we do those things and not be tied into, all right, now it's Thanksgiving, now we got to muster up all of this thankfulness for this one day. And the reality is we probably were focused on what we're going to eat more than what we're thankful for, So, like, how do we create that balance, in that? So, again, like, for me, I don't feel a huge spiritual connection to Thanksgiving, but obviously it is a time designated where we all, give thanks, what I mean? So I mean, before we close out, we definitely want to be, leave some inspiring words. And, obviously during Thanksgiving season, like, we, as a faith-based Christian family, like, we hop into scripture. So what's some scripture that kind of pops in your head when we talk about Thanksgiving?
I think the scripture that popped into my head was just, and maybe it was because of the song, but it just says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love endures forever." For he is good.
Yeah.
His faithful love endures forever.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think for me, what popped into my head was a scripture that is so close to me, especially this summer with VBS that we hosted, where we taught the kids this. But I'm going Psalms 100 verses 4 and 5. It says, "Enter his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations." And so again, just hearing this is like, I remember, it's like, enter his gates with thanksgiving. Like, that's mad food. But it's like, that's a lot of food in my arms coming to his house. But it's like, like, when we talked about it with the kids, and we talked about gates and courts, and how people who have, who are millionaires, or people who are very wealthy, they have homes that, it could be gated, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll have a home that has a courtyard. So before you even reach the actual house, there's levels that you're going to as you're being invited into this prestigious place, right? And so just painting the picture of, entering into, a wealthy person's house who loves you, you know what I'm saying? Who, for no reason of your own, has given you favor, has favor towards you, and they're inviting you into their home. And as soon as you enter into the gates, it's like, it's maids, it's waiters. I mean, it's just people there excited to see you. And, you're coming from a 2-bedroom, you know what I'm saying? Like, just barely making it. But yeah, when you're coming into this place, like, you're going to feel a level of, like, thankfulness. Like, like, we here, you know what I mean? Like, especially if that person has something for you, you know what I mean? It's like, and you know that, you know what I mean? So again, I mean, just entering into his gates with thanksgiving, into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name, you know what I mean? Like, for the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures forever. And so again, like, that scripture comes to mind, and just about, entering into God's presence, entering into a place to be invited into, and just Thanksgiving, not just being full, but like, really being thankful, you know what I'm saying? Really appreciating what it is, really speaking well of him because of his mercy, because of his love. You know what I'm saying? For he's good. Like all of these great things about this person, and I'm being invited into a space that I don't belong in. It does evoke like some emotion. It does evoke feelings. It does evoke, our spirituality in a way. Is like, wow, like God is really, he really loves us. You know what I mean? And so yeah.
Yeah, and this love just it continues to exist. You know, it says forever. You know, that word that was just kind of jumping out to me was endure. You know, he is with us, you know, and it continues. And I don't know, I hope I'm not saying this wrong, but I heard someone say, you know, the key to happiness is just being thankful, you know? And so I hope I didn't, you know, say it the wrong
no,
word.
that's
but
good. I mean, you said I like that. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
the happiness. I mean, we know happiness is temporary, right? But just being thankful, you know, just for the little things that we tend to take for granted, you know, and understanding that, you know, it's his love, you know, it's his love that surrounds us. It's his love that's in us. And it endures. So I agree.
nah, that's a key word, endures. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't run out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all right, yo, this has been the To Be Determined podcast show extravaganza. We'll get back to you with the name. but yeah, it's been great being here with you.
Wonderful time. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. Nah. All right, yo, so hey, listen, we're a married couple here, okay? All right? Her toe is touching my toe,
Oh
okay?
my gosh.
What do you want
No,
me
it's
to do? She just touched my arm. What do you want me to do? Okay? Nah, but yo, y'all be blessed, man. We'll check y'all out. Give thanks unto the Lord.
For he is good.
Yes, he is good. All right, we'll check y'all out. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Great show, great soul, great vibe. Speak Life Radio. Stay tuned.